Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome back to our English lesson. And this is our 28th week. This week we'll be focusing on grammar, and some and much and a lot of. So let's go to our introduction activity. Right. As you can see, there are 3 different columns but only 2 are filled with words. Okay. Dekat sini untuk aktiviti pengenalan kamu, kita ada 3 kolom tapi hanya 2 sahaja yang ada perkataan. Okay, in the middle column we have animal, tent and gets. Okay, and in the last column we have a and an. Okay, so these are called articles, which will determine a noun, whether it's a singular or plural, whether it starts with a vowel or a consonant sound. Okay, so for animal, we are going to use an before the word animal. Okay, so if you want to say there's an animal, you are going to write it this way. Okay, kalau kita nak cakap pasal haiwan, ada seekor haiwan, so kita akan pakai artikel an yang ni. Okay, untuk tunjukkan ada satu ekor haiwan sahaja. Okay, for the second word we have tent. Tent ialah kemah. Okay, so kalau kemah, bunyi dia konsonan kat depan ni, bunyi t. Kalau animal, bunyi dia a. So, dia tak boleh pakai sebab untuk bunyi perkataan yang bermula dengan bunyi konsonan. Okay, kalau n untuk perkataan yang bermula dengan bunyi vowel. So, kalau kita nak cakap sebuah kemah, kita tak boleh pakai an tent. Kita kena pakai a tent sebab bunyi depan perkataan ni ialah t, bukan a, e, i, o, u. Okay? Okay, kalau dengan n ni, dia hanya boleh pakai untuk noun yang singular. An and a can only be used with singular nouns. Okay, it cannot be used for nouns that are plural. And then lastly here we have the word guests. So guests means para tetamu. Okay, the people that we invite to our house, or people that are invited to a wedding, an event. So those are guests. Itu ialah para tetamu. So para tetamu ni kita tak boleh nak pakai atau an sebab dia ialah plural noun. Okay. Okay. As for the word guests, we cannot use any articles from here. We cannot use a or an because it is a plural noun. So a and an can only be used with singular noun. Okay, so a boleh pakai untuk perkataan yang depan dia bunyi konsonan. Bunyi konsonan ni selain bunyi a, e, i, o, u, dia bukan huruf, dia bunyi. Untuk n pula, untuk benda yang hanya bunyi a, e, i, o, u. Okay, nanti kita tengok lagi. Okay, we're going to check out for some more examples in the next slide. So for introduction activity, you are going to copy everything. You can highlight, you can add notes if you want. Okay, kamu boleh highlight, kamu boleh tambah nota kalau kamu nak. Okay, your first activity. So for this week, we're focusing on page 47, yeah? Alright, so here's your note on the whole thing that we're learning. Not whole, for the first part I'd say. Okay, ini ialah nota untuk bahagian pertama yang kamu akan belajar hari ini. So our focus is going to be on grammar. We're learning a, and, some, any. Okay, kita akan belajar 4 ni. Macam mana nak pakai 4 benda ni. Okay, dekat kolom ni dia bagi countable nouns dengan uncountable nouns. But it can be quite difficult. So let's check out this part which I've created for you. So we have a. A is used with words that begin with consonant sound. Okay, a ni kita pakai untuk perkataan yang bermula dengan bunyi consonant. Okay, jadi dekat sini. Contoh dia. He wrote a book. dia menulis sebuah buku, a book. So book, sebuah buku bermula dengan bunyi b. So dia kena pakai artikel a, tak boleh pakai n. Okay, now n used with words that begin with vowel sound a, e, I, o, u. Dengar tak teacher sebut? Bukan a, e, I, o, u. Teacher sebut a, e, I, o, u. Okay, let's check out for the examples. We have, that's an elephant. That's an elephant. Itu seekor gajah. Okay, bila teacher cakap dia memang pakai untuk bunyi. Okay, elephant tu nampak akan bunyi e. Okay, kalau perkataan ni, maksud dia jam. Berapa jam kita kena buat sesuatu? Ejaan dia H-O-U-R. So, bunyi dia macam mana? Hour. Hour. Kalau nak cakap 1 jam, kita akan cakap an hour. Okay? H tu ada tapi dia silent. Kita tak bunyikan dia. So, an hour. Okay? Alright. So, walaupun ejaan dia ada huruf konsonan, tapi sebutan dia ialah huruf vowel. Jadi, depan dia kita mesti pakai artikel n. Alright? So, a is used with words that begin with consonant sound. If you look at the example here, he wrote a book. So, the word book begins with the sound b, a consonant sound. Thus, we use the word a to show that there is only one book there, a book. We cannot use n because n is only used with words that begin with vowel sound. For example, a, e, I, o, u. Let's have a look at this sample here. That's an elephant. That's an elephant. There's one elephant right there. So we use that's an elephant. Okay, when I say that, we must use the word n with words that begins with the vowel sound. I really mean it. Even though it has the consonant letter at the front of it, if it sounds start with a vowel sound, then you must use the article n. For example, right here we have the word hour to indicate time. Okay, how many hours must we do this exercise for? Okay, so if you want to talk about an hour, 1 hour, so you must use the word n. Okay, even though it has the letter H at the front of it, but the letter is silent, so we cannot use the article a. Okay, because it has the sound of a vowel. An hour. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, and then we have some used in affirmative sentences. Kita ada perkataan some. Okay, some ni macam sedikit. Boleh tak nak sikit? Macam tu some. It's used in affirmative sentences. Okay, dia dipakai dalam ayat affirmative. Tak kira lah benda tu countable ke, uncountable ke, boleh kira atau tak boleh kira. Dia dipakai dalam ayat affirmative. Sebenarnya ni lagi simple teacher punya nota. Okay, affirmative ni ialah ayat penyata. Ayat penyata ni dia tak ada perkataan not atau don't atau doesn't, anything lah yang berkaitan dengan tidak. Dia tak ada. Okay, so tengok contoh dekat sini. It's home to some rescued animals. It's home to some rescued animals. Tak ada perkataan not, tak ada perkataan no kat sini. So, dipakai some. Ianya merupakan rumah kepada beberapa haiwan yang diselamatkan. Okay? Some. So, ingat benda ni je. Nanti kalau kamu nak buat latihan, ingat benda ni. Kalau dalam ayat tu ada perkataan not, so tak boleh pakai some. Okay. And then we have any. Any. Okay. Any ni lebih kurang, maksud dia lebih kurang sama dengan some, tapi pakai dia lain. Okay, dipakai dalam ayat negative dan juga questions. Negative sentences and questions. So, what kind of negative sentences? Ayat yang macam mana? Ayat yang ada perkataan not. Okay, let's have a look at the example. There aren't any lions right here. There aren't any lions. Okay, so teacher akan tulis kat sini balik. I'll use the red ink. Okay, there aren't any lions. Okay, if you look carefully, we can see the word aren't. Okay, aren't. Aren't ni ialah gabungan perkataan are not. Aren't is the contraction of two words, and they are and not. Okay, so ada perkataan aren't, ada not kat situ, jadi dia boleh pakai any. Lagi satu ayat yang kita boleh pakai dengan perkataan any ni ialah questions. Dalam questions ada apa? Ada question mark. Okay, kalau kita nampak ada tanda soal ni, terus jawapan dia, kalau disuruh isi tempat kosong pakai some dengan any, jawapan dia mesti any. Sebab any sahaja yang boleh pakai dengan questions, some tak boleh. Okay, so for example here, are there any giraffes? Are there any giraffes? Ada zirafah tak kat situ? Okay, question, it's a question. Okay, there's another example here. Did you see any wildlife? Did you see any wildlife? Ada tak wildlife? Okay. Alright, so I hope that's clear for you. Kita pakai untuk apa? Sini teacher dah tulis, dah terangkan tadi. Alright, so at the bottom part of this section, you can see two different types of rules. Okay, ada dua jenis rules dekat bawah ni. First one, in affirmative sentences, we use blank with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. In negative sentences and questions, we use blank with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So, teacher dah terangkan tadi. Dalam ayat affirmative, kita pakai apa? Dekat sini. Dalam ayat negatif dan soalan, kita pakai apa? So, kamu perlu isi tempat kosong ni dengan jawapan yang sesuai. Okay, so apa yang kamu perlu buat? Salin semua yang ada kat sini. Ini salin, kemudian kat bawah dia salin yang ini. Okay, and then fill in the blanks right here. These two blanks spaces. Okay, alright. Next, activity number 2. Okay, this is very simple actually. You are going to copy and complete the sentences with a or an and some or any. So, kamu akan lengkapkan ayat ni menggunakan a, and, some, any. Pilih satu sahaja untuk satu jawapan. Okay, so number 1, I'd like blank information please. So, dalam ayat ini tak ada perkataan not. Tak ada tanda soal. So, kita nak pakai apa? Information ni maksud dia maklumat. Kalau satu maklumat. Maklumat ni kita boleh kira ke tak? Is it countable or uncountable? Boleh ke satu maklumat? Satu maklumat tu maksud dia apa? So, kalau tak boleh, kena cari balik. And ke? And information. Betul ke and information? Dia boleh kira ke? Okay? Ke some information? Ke any information? Kalau nak pakai any, dia kena ada not. Tak ada not pun, tak pun dia soalan. Is it a question? No, it's not a question. So, can we use the word some or any in here? Refer to this formula. Tengok formula yang ini and then jawab soalan ni. So, what do you need to copy in your book? Only this part, because you already have this in your book. Okay? So, salin yang ini sahaja and then isi tempat kosong. Fill in the blanks. Alright? Moving on to the next part, activity number 3. So, in activity number 3, actually you're going to learn the next part of our lesson. Okay. Bahagian seterusnya, lesson kita ada much, many, a lot of. So, you need to study the table and then choose the correct answer down here. Okay, so let's have a look at the differences between much, many and a lot of. Tengok kat sini Much is used with uncountable nouns to show a large quantity. They are mostly used in negative sentences or questions. So, untuk much, dia digunakan dengan uncountable nouns. Okay? Uncountable nouns, nouns yang kita tak boleh kira untuk tunjukkan jumlah yang banyak, much. Tapi dia kebanyakannya digunakan dalam ayat negatif ataupun soalan. Okay, negative sentences or questions. Okay, let's have a look at the example. There isn't much water in the river. How much time will we have? Dia cakap much ni kita pakai dengan noun yang tak boleh kira. Lepas tu dalam ayat, kebanyakannya much ni pakai dalam ayat negatif dan juga soalan. So contoh dia, there isn't much water in the river. Isn't. Isn't ni ialah contraction perkataan is dengan not. Okay, so isn't sama dengan is plus not. Okay, so dia ada perkataan not, so it's a negative sentence. Jadi dia ialah ayat negatif sebab ada perkataan not. So kita boleh pakai much. Dekat bawah dia, how much time will we have? How much time will we have? Kita ada berapa banyak masa? It's a question. So for question, we have question mark and we can use the word much. Okay. Now, many pula macam mana? Many digunakan dengan plural nouns yang countable saja. Plural noun yang boleh dikira. Okay, boleh dikira. For example, we didn't see many wild animals. Kami tak nampak banyak haiwan liar. Okay, ataupun how many endangered species live there? Berapa banyak spesies berbahaya atau terancam, spesies terancam yang tinggal di sana. Okay, so untuk many ni dia boleh pakai dengan questions, boleh pakai negative sentence. Okay, tapi dia hanya untuk countable nouns sahaja. Kata nama yang boleh dikira. Okay, lastly we have a lot of. A lot of ni pun large amount juga. Nak tunjuk number of large amount ni maksudnya banyak sangat. Okay, dia boleh dipakai untuk countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, dia boleh pakai untuk countable dengan uncountable. Lepas tu dia boleh pakai untuk semua jenis ayat. Ayat affirmative ke, negative ke, questions ke, semua boleh untuk a lot of. Okay, ingat much dia untuk uncountable noun je, negative sentence dan juga questions. Kalau many boleh pakai dengan negative sentence dan question juga. Tapi dia untuk plural noun saja. Tapi a lot of semua dia boleh pakai. Okay, so for example, there are a lot of things to do. Ada banyak benda yang kita boleh buat. We had a lot of fun on holiday. Kita seronok sangat masa cuti hari tu. So dia boleh pakai semua. Cuti berapa banyak rasa seronok tu kita tak boleh kira kan. So dia boleh pakai a lot of. Okay. At the next part, okay, dekat bahagian seterusnya, there are several rules down here that you must complete. Ada beberapa rule yang kamu perlu lengkapkan. For example, A. In affirmative sentences, we use much or a lot of with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay, dalam ayat affirmative, kita pakai much ataupun a lot of dengan nouns yang boleh dikira ataupun tak boleh dikira. Kita nak pakai mana? Much ke a lot of? Okay, please refer to this formula before you select the answer. Okay, rujuk formula ini. Okay, kamu mesti bulatkan jawapan yang sesuai. There are 3 different rules, so please refer to this note and then choose your answer. Okay, yang kamu perlu salin ialah ini dan juga ini. So copy everything that you see. Now, activity number 4. Activity number 4, alright, it's an exercise for you. So first of all, you're going to copy everything here. You don't have to draw the picture, but the picture is very important. Okay, copy the instruction and the questions and also this one, the sample, the example. Okay, and then you have to correct the sentences based on the picture. Kamu perlu betulkan ayat ini. Ayat-ayat yang dibagi ni semua salah ni. Kamu kena betulkan berdasarkan gambar ni. Ikut gambar ni. Okay, betul tak dia cakap ni? For example, she hasn't got many clothes. Dia tak ada baju yang banyak. Tapi tengok gambar ni, baju dia banyak kan? So, she has got a lot of clothes. Okay? Kamu betulkan ayat ni dan juga kamu pakai a lot of ataupun many ataupun much dalam jawapan kamu. Pilih satu sahaja. Tapi, kena tukar ayat tu, betulkan ayat tu. Okay? Next is activity number 5. So for activity number 5, you are going to read a little something about natural science. Kamu akan baca berkenaan natural science, okay? Which will be about 4 different vertebrates and you'll choose the correct answer. Kamu akan baca pasal 4 vertebrates yang berbeza dan pilih jawapan yang betul. So first of all, copy everything. I need you to copy everything and then underline the correct answer. Gariskan jawapan yang betul. Okay? Baca ayat ni, kemudian kamu akan nampak ada pilihan jawapan. Like here, number 1, a or an. Number 2, there a. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Alright, so salin semua. Kalau ada perkataan tak faham, boleh tengok kamus. Okay? So, penting untuk kamu salin sebab ejaan dia sangat berbeza daripada benda yang kita selalu eja lah. Okay? And so, kamu boleh tambahkan lagi kamu punya vocabulary. Alright? And gariskan jawapan yang betul. Gariskan, underline. Alright? And that is it for our lesson for this week. I hope you understood everything. And if you have any questions, just go on and text me on WhatsApp or Telegram. Please don't forget to submit your work. Take a picture of your work and then submit it to me personally on WhatsApp or Telegram if you wish. Right, thank you everyone and have a wonderful week ahead.